Hey, what's up everybody? It's Greg with DIY with Arduino. And today's gonna be part one of a 4-part series on how to create a basic security application using the Arduino. So in order to do that, we're gonna use 4 different parts. We're gonna have the 4x4 matrix keypad. We're gonna use the RFID module with the tags. We're gonna use an LCD screen. And we're going to use these NRF24L01 transceiver modules. We're going to use these for wireless communication. And if you want to follow along, you can actually get all those parts at the store, and actually created a special discount. You can get 30% off all those parts by clicking on the link below. Okay, so in part one, we're going to go over how to use the 4x4 matrix keypad. So I'm going to switch over to my computer. Let's get it going. Alrighty then, let's take a look at the keypad. So if we look at this diagram right here, we can see the internal structure of how the keypad is wired. So it's made up of 4 rows and 4 columns, and each row and column corresponds to a separate pin. So the keypad is made up of 8 pins. Now the way we want the keypad to work, or I should say the way we test which key is pressed on the keypad in the Arduino code, what we're going to do is we're going to set 1 row at a time to high, and the other 3 rows are going to be set to low. Now while one of the rows is high, we're going to go and we're going to test each column. Because think about it, the way this works is, let's say we press the number 2 on the keypad. If we have row 1 as high, while we're pressing the number 2 is going to make a connection between row 1 and column 2. And once that happens, column 2 is then going to be high. So while we set row 1 to high, we're going to test that what happens on each column. And if we see that one of the columns is high, then we know that button is pressed. So if we're on row 3 now and we get to column 4 and we see column 4 is high, then we know that a C is pressed. So it really is that simple. Now for that, we could code that out actually pretty easily, but instead what we're going to do is we're going to use the keypad library. For one, it's going to make it so that we don't have to actually code everything ourselves, and then for 2, it's going to allow us to do a lot of other things when we do stuff that's a little bit more complicated than just testing which button was pressed. So I'll put a link below this video that'll have a direct link to where you can go and download the keypad library. So once you go ahead and download and install the library, you can go ahead and set up your keypad. You can set up just like this diagram over here. We're going to be using 8 pins on the Arduino, and once the keypad library is downloaded and your Arduino's plugged in and set up, let's go ahead and test out that keypad. Alrighty then, once we have the keypad library downloaded and installed, and we have our keypad connected to the Arduino, we're going to open up the Arduino IDE. Then we're going to go to File, Examples, Keypad, and I'm going to go to Hello Keypad. Okay, let's make this bigger. Alright then, so here's our sketch. As you can see, it's pretty simple. There's a few things we're going to need to change on here in order to make this work with our keypad. First, we're going to change this to 4 columns instead of 3. Then we're going to add that last row of keys to this matrix. And then we're going to add pin number 9 to this pin out here. Now once that's done, we're almost done, except for now this example sketch was actually set up for a different type of keypad that was wired a bit differently than ours. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to actually reverse these row pin and column pin designations. Now you could have like swapped the wiring when you actually wired up the keypads to the Arduino, but I'd rather just wire it like that and just switch these in code. So this is what I'm gonna do here. Okay, and that's everything done. So let's go ahead and upload this sketch. And open up the serial monitor. And let's test it out. So yep, that's working just like it's supposed to. Awesome. Okay, that wraps up part 1 of this 4-part series. Next week, we're going to take a look at integrating the keypad with an LCD screen. We're also going to do a few more things with the keypad, show you some more of the things that the keypad library can do. Once again, if you want to follow along, there's a link below where you can get 30% discount on all the parts to this 4-part series. Until next time, talk to you soon. Peace.